Welcome to Tallahassee, Florida, and Doak Campbell Stadium, home to some great Heisman Trophy winners, legendary coaches, and today the Seminole Award is script before. Top 10 team goes into a cauldron of emotion on the road and just hopes to be able to get out and tell about it. As we'll see a team fresh and ready to go off a bye week, the Georgia Tech Yellow Jackets, taking on the 16th ranked team in the land, the Florida State Seminoles. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. The Seminoles will put total leather and will get started. Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. The Yellow Jackets offense will get the first possession of the game. Here he comes, and anytime this guy touches the ball, and he will touch it plenty, a bolt of electricity just goes through the stadium, David.
Yeah, they'll feature him. They'll give him the ball, like you said, a lot, early, often, and he's a guy that can make game-breaking plays. The offense is built around his ability to run the football, Jesse, make big plays for this offense.
Yeah, he really shoulders the load, right, in more ways than one. The offense goes as this guy goes, so it's going to be important in this one. They get him going early.
And he makes the catch inside the 25. Touchdown, Georgia Tech! And once he got loose, it was all over.
I think a lot of people probably expected to see that, right? They're playing on the road, and you know this is going to be a hostile environment, but they've got the better players, and we've seen that before, and there was no hesitation. Opening drive, they go right down the field, they score a touchdown, and they made a statement.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. Aggressive play calling on that drive. Just 2 plays, they get the long touchdown pass to pay it off. They're lining up to boot it away. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The Seminoles offense taking the field for a chance. We have to see them today. And what a great matchup we have of 2 highly productive runners, David.
And I like the competition aspect of this, Reese. Like, I'm watching what you're doing on the other side, and I'm going to prove I'm a better leader.
They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20. They'll try to keep that sack from wrecking this drive here on 2nd and 15. On the option. Now the pitch. Jumped on top of the pile. Big third down coming from their own 31. Defense tries to get off the field. Jackson will throw. Fires to the wideout. Can't make the catch on 3rd down, and the rarest of drops for this guy. The Noles decide to punt it away. Gets the first one of the day out of there, and we saw a lot of him in that loss last week, 4 times to be exact. The coverage team was down there to corral him. They made the stop, and they'll mark it at the 39. Georgia Tech has the ball back, and here comes the Yellow Jacket offense. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are a good one.
Well, the defense wasn't expecting that. They had a lot of guys back in the coverage. That was 2nd and a lot of yards to go, and they got caught off guard. Not enough guys in the box to control that running back.
And the Yellow Jackets get the first down. Up-tempo for the offense.
And that's a nice 3rd down conversion for this offense. And I'll tell you what, the struggle for this offense has been stringing those first downs together. They're not in the top.
Fires the pass, intercepted. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick. The offense set for a first down play. He's going to pass. Snagged in the middle. It's Fleming. And he found all kinds of room and got it down to the 28. Looking for a productive play on first down. He'll ride his man on the option. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. So you get stuffed on first down. You had an idea of what you wanted to do on second, but I'm guessing it's back to the drawing board now.
Yeah, you got to figure out who you are and what you are. What's your next best?
Fires into traffic, picked off. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
Enforcing the errant pass. And how about the secondary on the back end, able to rally that football and pick it off?
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. He's looking to throw. That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be 3rd down. If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9. The Yellow Jackets send out the punt unit. So from his own end zone, the punt is away. Fair catch called for and made. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. Boy, they hope this next drive is more productive after throwing a pick last time, Jesse.
Yeah, and the coaches did a good job on the sideline there, just talking to the young quarterback and making sure he's able to turn the page, calm him down, to go out and refocus this drive.
Yeah, and some people do that better than others, but you got to show some trust in him, maybe get the ground game going, help around him a little bit with the system.
That is exactly what you're looking for when you talk explosive plays. The defense finally able to make the stop. Ball is at the 35. It's 1st and 10. Out of the gun. The running back has it. Across the 25. He's got room. They finally make the stop, but the big run is ready to move those sticks for the 1st down. And the Noles come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking to go up top on 1st down. Pressure coming. Makes the grab. It's Fleming. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play in prime position for a score. The Seminoles have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, no!
And this running back is so dangerous down close to the end zone. He's got wiggle, he's got great vision and burst, and he showed all of those attributes right there.
And he makes the extra point. And we're all square as he's set to kick it away. He'll start the return inside his 5. Makes a move. This guy makes you hold your breath when he gets the football in his hands, and that last line of the coverage team, the only thing that stopped him from housing it. They're going to test the right side with this one.
And the running back didn't get much there. Nice job by the defense. You can tell they're focused in on this running back, on this run game, being physical, getting knockbacks, and limiting his carries.
Now the play fake. They're trying to get to him. Catch in the middle. It's Donald. Crosses the 30. He's got away. He's loose down the left side. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Yellow Jackets!
Yeah, coming into the game, you look at the stats, and you say top 10 offense in scoring, so they better be able to create what? Explosive plays. Another explosive plays. They've been doing it all year long. Those plays are backbreakers. Defenses just can't contain this offense.
And they thought about a return, then thought better of it. They'll bring it out to the 25. The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. Jesse looking to take it down the field for back-to-back touchdowns.
I think it's really important for them moving forward, too, to have a lot of balance, right? You want to be able to keep this defense guessing, Paul.
Yeah, and you got me searching for answers after that last drive. You stack another drive on top of this, their defense's heads are going to be spinning all over the place.
Finds his man. It's Brown. And how about that catch and run? So dangerous, this guy. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. Looking for a big gain. And that ball is picked off. Got room on the return. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception. Guys, we've reached the end of the quarter, and Georgia Tech has the lead. And after that first quarter, let's see if these guys can get back in the game in the second. The Georgia Tech offense rolls back onto the field. And David, how they would love to stick it in the end zone one more time after that last drive.
And once you get the defense on their heels and you back them off a little bit, you get in a little bit of rhythm, it's really hard to stop, Jesse, and they're going to try to do it again right here.
And if you're this play caller, you're loving what's happening right now because everything you dialed up on that last drive ended up working out. You're just looking at your play sheet. Everything you're picking is working. Let's see if they can pull it off again here.
He's there to make the stop. Love seeing these early season top 25 matchups. You can get a really good feel of how good these teams are, guys.
And the intensity is going to be big too, David, because the players, you know, on these teams, they've been thinking about this game for a long time. They knew they'd have a national stage, and they got a chance to prove just how good they are.
Oh, man, make that statement. Make that early statement. We always look at the end of the season, and what does the committee say? Oh, they beat top 25 so-and-so. Here's your chance to put that on your resume that'll pay off big time in late in the season.
Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. One of the most valuable things a quarterback can have, David, short-term memory. Just forget that last pick.
You're dang right. Clear the mechanism. It's over, move it behind. Some players can't do that real well, and it leads to more mistakes, Jesse. You got to just forget about it and move on.
And I think the coaching staff can help him too, David. I think you can get the running.
And they got him for the sack.
How nice is it as a defense when you can drop 7 guys in a coverage, only rush 4, and still get home? That makes you feel good if you're the D coordinator.
Pocket starts to collapse. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. And the Seminoles will try to pin them back with the punt. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He'll call for the fair catch here. So, guys, we'll see this offense again. Off-play action on first down. Showing the arm strength down the left side. And a big play on the outside. What a job to keep those feet in bounds and get the completion. After taking another look just to confirm everything, the officials on the field got it right. Play will stand. After ripping off a huge chunk of yardage, now they've got it 1st and 10 from the 13. They'll leave it with him. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, we know this defense is one that plays with a lot of pride, right? Part of that is their ability stopping the run. They're a top 25 unit in the nation when it comes to stopping the rush, and that really helps them out down here in the red zone. They're going to have to step up big time in this situation.
Snagged in the end zone. Touchdown, Georgia Tech.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Illinois is ahead right now, but the school that produced the likes of Dick Butkus and Red Grange has some work to do before this is over. They're up by 7 over Purdue. Just another week of college football where we've come to expect the unexpected. Fellas?
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. He showed it all there. A little elusiveness, a little power, and he's got the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They're going to go right back to him on first down. Pretty good job of running to get 2 there to the 32.
And sticking to the run. I'll tell you what, a lot of teams that are really good are really stubborn, and they continue to run the football even with little success. So this offense is going to continue to focus on running the football, you can tell.
Just working and poking and prodding and finding his way up to the 36. It's third down now, and they ought to be able to get off one more play before the 2-minute warning. Trying to get to him. We've made our way to the 2-minute warning, and now they'll try to at least cut a little something off of this lead before the break. And the Seminoles will line up to punt it away. Trying to play a little field position with that high punt. He gets a block. Coverage team gets the job done, and they'll mark him down at the 38-yard line. The Ramblin' Wreck offense rolls back onto the field. That last drive really productive. David wound up with a touchdown. They'll try to do it again. And they couldn't hold off the heat, and he goes down with a sack.
Well, we knew coming into this game, this defense had some matchups they felt really good about up front. They won one right there, getting to the quarterback, creating a negative play, and they're going to need these guys to start winning more of those because they are finding themselves in a hole here early in the game.
And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass deep. Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on third down. And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the first down marker. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. Fourth down, and the punt team sends it the other way. No return coming here. Fair catch is signaled for and made just shy of the 30. It's complete on the right side. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense. New set of downs after that completion. He'll come out throwing on first down. Outside the pocket, lets it go. Incomplete, and he threw that one up for grabs and into traffic. Fortunate to get it back. Couldn't connect on that last play. Now 2nd and 10 from the 42. He's looking to throw. And the incomplete pass taking a shot on 2nd down, and they'll be left with a 3rd down. They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. Back to the air one more time. They'll throw it to the back on the screen. He gets it so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. And the return man reaches the end of the line, and down he goes. First down here for the offense. He's looking to throw it. Zings it complete to the right. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. And the Yellow Jackets in the hurry-up. Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. Wants to throw on 2nd down. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf. Now facing a 3rd and long. Off play action. They're bringing heat. And this is going to be incomplete on 3rd down. The Yellow Jackets will bring the punt team onto the field. 4th time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. Wants to throw on first down. Quick strike complete. There's a timeout call as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. The quarterback can make a big play when he starts moving around. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Just enough time for one final play in this half. Looking for the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown Seminoles.
How about the Hail Mary? Listen, you're supposed to throw that thing way up in the air. He puts it up in the air high, the defender. You're not supposed to try to catch it. You're supposed to knock Gets deflected, and how about the concentration? To catch the football, make the play with all those bodies around him.
And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
All right, guys, looks like we've got a great one in Tallahassee going on. And there is no better place to start this halftime than by reviewing how this wideout has been a one-man wrecking crew. The kid's been everywhere. And I love how he's willing to go across the middle, but that he also has the jets to burn these DBs on the deep ball. If this defense wants to actually come back in this one, they better hide his cleats. And with that, let's send it back to our guys at Bobby Bowden Field.
And the returner will be knocked down. The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. They start this third quarter, 1-possession game, and hoping to get an early drive going.
This offense is ready, and they're ready to take the field here and see if they can get something established. They don't have to change everything and reinvent the wheel. They've had some successes in the first half, so let's get that continued here on the opening drive.
Yeah, and I love getting that break at half to go talk with my coaches and pick my offensive coordinator's brain so I know exactly what I need to do to attack this defense, and I get ball first.
When you've already sent your punter out 4 times, at least he knows he's going to get his varsity letter, and his leg might get a bigger workout if they don't convert. And they fail to hook up on 3rd down. The Seminoles will punt it away on 4th down. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. Another punt on the way. Got to make sure those hammies and glutes all activated. Don't want any muscle pulls from overuse. Looking for running room. He'll get it to the 43-yard line before he stopped. Georgia Tech has the ball back, and here comes the Yellow Jacket offense. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
Well, they're trying to go option, but the linebacker shows his open field tackling ability and also his recognition. He expected the quarterback to keep it, went after him, was able to make the tackle for loss.
And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up. A 3rd and long coming up here. Quarterback will audible. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Fires into traffic, intercepted. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
We've just seen in this game the ball has just gotten away from him a little bit. A couple of times, just hasn't been able to put it where he wants to. And as a result, that's now his 2nd pick thrown in this game.
Really nice stop there from this senior leader.
It's just so nice to know you can start off on 1st down with positive plays. Positive yards, hand the football off, set up a good 2nd down.
They'll keep it on the ground. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
And when you run the counter play, you're really hoping to bust that thing inside. You want to fake one direction, pull a guy, kick him out. But you can tell, great job by the defense making that thing bow. Go a little bit outside. Now, guess what? All the Cowboys coming. Everybody can run to the football. Everybody gets into play. Nice job by the defense.
The Seminoles will send out the punt unit. They're up to a half-dozen kicks today. Making sure there's no return on that one as the punt sails out of bounds. The Georgia Tech offense rolls back onto the field. After throwing the pick on the last drive, need to take care of the ball this time, Jesse.
We're going to find out a lot about this quarterback right here, too. How does he fight through adversity after that last drive?
Yeah, clear the mechanism, move on. That's a part of it. If you're going to be a great player, you got to learn how to handle these mistakes and move on.
They'll keep it on the ground. Navigates that mass of bodies and gets 4 out to the 17. Now facing 3rd and short from their own 17. From the gun, wants to pass. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. And the Yellow Jackets will call on their punt team. He'll aim it toward the sideline to try to make it tough on the return team. And the punt goes out of bounds. We'll check the spot. Think they'll have it right around the 40-yard line. Here comes the offense on 1st down. Caught behind the line. It's Gibson. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup. They'll line up for a 2nd down play. Now they'll run the draw. Showed off just about every move in the book, except the forward move. Stopped for a short gain. Some third down conversions tougher than others. This one, a long one on third down from the 43. Makes the catch. It's McCoy. And he was knocked down immediately short of the line to gain. They'll have to make a decision here. The Noles will punt this one away. He'll try to really get into this one. Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. The Rambling Wreck offense rolls back onto the field. The last time we saw this offense, we had to look quick. It was a 3-and-out, Jesse.
They just had no rhythm in that last drive. So someone's going to have to step up and make a play, David, and get this thing going.
Yeah, let's find some juice. Find your guy. Find those plays that you know you can run inside out, forward, backwards. Get some first downs. Get some positive momentum.
They'll run play action. Just a short pass to the tight end. And how about that? What the doctor always ordered, an explosive play to the 40. They've got a 1st and 10 as we're inside a minute to play here in the third. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. After the misfire now on 2nd down. They'll run it from the gun. He picks up 4. That'll leave them with 3rd and 6. Trying to pick up a 1st down. Guys, we've reached the end of the quarter, and Georgia Tech has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. These fans stepping up to help this defense on 3rd down. Unloads it left. Oh, did he find a hole in the defense? He's there to make the stop, but the damage has been done as they pick up the 1st down on the throw and catch. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside.
I never know if it's grammatically correct to say a team is being out-physicaled. You hear it a lot in football, though. That's happening in this game. They are just not getting the push they need all game long up front to have any success when they decide to run it.
Got 3 on 1st down at 2nd and 7. He'll run it again. Relying on the run, he gets a couple before he's knocked down. Ball's at the 13. Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. Shotgun snap on 3rd down. And good coverage there to knock it away and deny the score.
After that incompletion on 3rd and short, it's going to be an interesting decision for the head coach because I know he believes in his guys to go get it here on 4th down and pad the lead, but if you kick a field goal, you make it a 2-possession game here in the 2nd half, and I think that's the right decision.
After putting 3 on the board, the kickoff unit ready to go.
You know, it's funny, in an age where there's so many college football analytics and everybody wants to go for it on 4th down, at the end of the day, it still comes down to managing. Good decision by the head coach here in the 4th quarter. By kicking that field goal, you've now made it a 2-possession game. Your chances of winning this thing have now gone way up.
And the quarterback bought some time, but not enough. Down he goes with the sack. And the Noles want to pick up the tempo. Jackson will throw. Sends it downfield. It's complete. A huge pickup. All by himself down the middle. Touchdown, Florida State. And once he found daylight, it was Katie bar the door, baby. So they get that score that they so desperately needed, and now they've got a chance to pull this one out.
Defense has got to give them a chance. The defense needs to get the ball back to them quickly so they can march down the field and try and score and narrow the gap again. This offense, they have the playmakers to come back and win this football game, but they need some help from the defense.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. The kickoff team out there to boot it away and 15 yards farther up the field after the roughing the kicker penalty. That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. A first down for the offense. They'll keep it on the ground, trying to milk the clock. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1.
And I think if you're the head coach, defensively now, obviously, you've got 3 timeouts in your back pocket. You're trailing at this point, and the offense is going to be running the football, trying to bleed the clock. They're going to take as much time off the game clock as they can before snapping it. You've got to start thinking about using some of those timeouts.
Yeah, and you use these running backs so much in the passing game now, and you expect them to make those plays for you, to make those big explosive plays out of the backfield. Just got to make sure he concentrates and see that ball come in.
And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. Fourth down coming up. The Yellow Jackets line up to punt it away. And these guys have been busy. 6th punt of the day. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. They put it in the end zone the last time they had it, and now an opportunity to really take control of this game.
You can feel the momentum shifting. If they were able to take the football here, drive it down the field, and score again, David, they would have all of that momentum on their side.
And there's nothing about momentum that you can quantify. Like, I don't understand it, but once it gets going in one direction, a lot of times it's so hard to swing it back the other direction. The momentum is real, and they got it.
It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. He wants to throw. Avoids pressure. Bought a little time, lets it go. Fires to the big fella. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one. 2nd down here, and maybe they've got time to get one more snap off before the 2-minute warning. Feeling some heat. And the defense gets to the quarterback. Just a great job defensively, making him go through his progressions, and he really didn't have time to do it.
And that's exactly what you do in zone coverage. You drop in your spots, you read the quarterback's eyes, make sure you take away that quick stuff, and a great job rushing the passer and getting the sack.
He'll pull it down and run, and he gets it just beyond the line of scrimmage before he gets down.
Great job rallying to the football by this defense. 3rd down, QB's trying to extend the play, but great team speed on defense, now setting up 4th.
Incomplete on 4th down, and man, did they need to keep that drive alive. Offense set on 1st down. Leaves it with the running back. Open space at the 25. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a 1st down. They're getting this guy lathered up. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. Just a solid stop by this sophomore. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. And he can't find anyone open, and down he goes. A sack here late in the 4th. And now on 4th down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot. Never a doubt for this big-footed guy. 49-yard field goal is good. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
A bit of an under-the-radar game this week, guys, but take a look at this. Georgia State is getting handled right now at home. Someone needs to step in here, throw in the towel, and stop this fight. They're trailing by 17 to Louisiana. We'll circle back if anything big happens you need to know about.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. And he almost ran away from everybody on that one. A huge pickup on that play. To the air on 1st down. The throw to the outside is complete. They'll hurry to the line with the clock still running. Jackson going to throw it. Looking to the big tight end. He makes the catch. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a first down at the 31. He spikes it. Clock stops as they try to rally late. Line getting set on second down. He's looking to throw. Coming after him. Catch in the middle. It's Brown. And he was just a couple of steps away from taking that one even further after the catch. And they'll get to the line and spike it to stop the clock. And here comes play number 6 of the drive. He wants to throw here on second down. And it's incomplete. It was wild, high and wide on that one.
3rd and long, defense knows the pass is coming, so they're going to have guys with their eyes on the QB, but they are going to try to get to him with pressure, pinning their ears back. If you're on offense, you might be thinking blitz here. You better get rid of this one quick.
Lets it fly deep downfield. And it'll be intercepted in the end zone. And the senior just snatched the ball out of the air and gave it back to his offense. Their work here is virtually done. No need to take any more chances. They'll line up in victory formation. Goes to the knee, and that will wrap it up, and their magical season continues. You want to talk about building confidence? Coming through with clutch plays, making the
pass. That wasn't the case today, David. Too many guys out there making big-time plays.
And I think belief is what you build. That confidence, you know you're going to win. You don't think you're going to win.